Hello, Lisa Wells here. How are you feeling? Welcome to today's live video, which is entitled Movement and Mantra. Now, this is one of the things we go over in the Food, Fear and Freedom program, and every day in the private group, the Healthy Mind Techniques for Healthy Eating private group. We'll be discussing this every Wednesday. Okay, so I'll do a little live video on this every Wednesday. Now, I have just come back from my movement and mantra, and I thought, well, instead of getting dressed and ready and everything, I will just turn up to my video looking like this, so it's authentic, and you can see that I am doing what I talk about. So I actually have not been walking for a few months, since August, not as much because I've had back problems and a heavy work schedule. So it's just, life got busy for a while, but then I made some adjustments and I decided to make the commitment again, so recommit to my movement, because it is so important for our mental health. Okay, I've read reports that say if you just walk 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, it's the equivalent to taking antidepressants. So that's pretty powerful, really. We really, if we can value movement in our life a lot more, then our life will change as well. Our life will improve. Now, movement and mantra, I've been doing the two together this year. I started, every time I would walk, I would, instead of just having my thoughts going all over the place, I thought, right, well, this is a valuable time. For me, I had 45 minutes, which I would do my walk. It's 4 kilometers, and it takes 45 minutes. So this is a great time that I can do some incredible retraining of my brain and letting my subconscious know what I want from life. So from where I was being addicted to food for such a long time, I had depression, I had anxiety, I lived with overwhelm every day. I needed to really build my foundation of inner strength. And to do that, it's about getting your mind on board and your emotions on board as well. So one of the mantras that I did for quite some time was, I know what to do, I know how to do it, I do it well, and it works out. Because for a lot of years, I felt like I didn't know what to do to overcome what was happening in my life. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to do it. Nothing seemed to work out. So that was an empowering statement for me. I know what to do. I know how to do it. I do it well, and it works out. So that kind of covers quite a broad area of stuff. And, at first you say it and it's just words, I'd be walking along and I would just be repeating the mantra in my head, and it would just be words. And then, after maybe 2 weeks, there's a bit more of attachment to the words. And this is also how you grow those neural pathways in your mind, and you lessen the neural pathways that are the strongest ones that are unhelpful. So, so after a while, you start saying the words, and then you actually, I could find there was a bit of enthusiasm behind the words. So I was starting, very, very bit by bit, you start to take this on. This is forming a new belief. This is how we form new beliefs, right? We've got to instill them in ourselves. This is all the work that we have to do internally that builds this foundation of inner strength, right? So, so then I started to get a bit more enthusiastic about the words. I started to believe them a bit more, and and that's sort of how it happens. And then, so from sort of believing it a bit more, it then becomes a feeling in your body, which you then believe. So I want to tell you what my mantra is at the moment. And my mantra at the moment is that I am exceptional. And this is working out for me because I believe it is. Okay? This is a very strong statement for me. Coming from where I've come from, I just did not have the belief in myself for such a long time. I was sitting on the floor in this house, not having the strength to overcome what was happening in my life, to overcome the thoughts that would tell me to eat every day. I was on the floor in this house, just with my hands up. How am I ever going to overcome this? I had tried so many things. Nothing seemed to work long term for me. Therapy, healing, self-development, self-help books. I tried everything. And really, I was hopeless. I was helpless. I was I just did not have the strength within me. So for me to go from that place, probably 2 years or so ago, to now knowing that I am exceptional and knowing that this is working out for me because I can feel it. You know when you're a kid and your parents say, because I said so? Well, I can tell you right now that I am exceptional and this is working out for me because I said so. Right? My belief is that strong. And I didn't wake up one day thinking that. I didn't wake up and go, oh, yay, I'm free, I'm exceptional. It's the work that you put in behind the scenes, internally within us, that gets us there. So movement and mantra together. So Tony Robbins talks a little bit about this as well. The mantra becomes more ingrained in your psyche with the movement. So what we're doing is creating a state for ourselves to be in. So you could look in the mirror and tell yourself with some animated gestures, I know what to do. I know how to do it. Just doing some strong movements to really anchor it in. We want to anchor these things in and absorb yourself in this thinking as much as possible. Oh, I've got a little leaf poking out of my head. That's cute. So we want to absorb ourselves in this mantra. The more we can absorb ourselves in this mantra, the quicker it will take for us. The quicker we will believe it. So movement and mantra together are very powerful. And if you work on it, I think my walk just now was probably 15 minutes. 15 minutes of me going, I am exceptional. This is working out for me because I believe it will. I believe it with every fiber of my being that I am exceptional and I deserve this and I believe this. It's pretty powerful stuff. If you do that every day over a month, over 3 months, do you think I'll be in a better place? I think so. Cool. So that's today's video, movement and mantra. Get onto it, people. Let me know how you go. Leave me a comment. Send me some love. I'd love to hear from you. And I shall talk to you tomorrow. Bye.